Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TNDM. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Going into next week, a very, very interesting setup. Not to rub salt in anyone's wounds or anything, but obviously got the gap down. And then the first 30 minutes, again, each one of these represents 30 minutes. So that opening session there was pretty rough. Big volume happened, and then all of a sudden this happened, which makes you go, price just went sideways. Now, don't get me wrong. Just because there was a gap down and then all of a sudden the price went sideways does not mean that, therefore, this price is guaranteed to bounce next week. I wish the market was that easy, but unfortunately, it's not. Now, does it become logical at this point to wonder and present the question, hey, I wonder if this is some sort of bottom where the bulls are going to make some sort of bounce next week, even if it is just a dead cat bounce? Yeah, it becomes logical. I mean, obviously, in the middle of this red candle when it was forming and the price was falling and falling, at no point in time did it make logical sense to say, I wonder if the price is going to stabilize and bottom out. No, the price was simply falling. But now that the price has started to show some signs of stabilization, it presents the question, and a logical question, hey, maybe this is some sort of bottom, maybe this thing could bounce. So that's kind of the setup here and if you've traded long enough, I realize this makes a little bit more sense to you because you know that when stocks get beat up in a hurry, there can be some very nice bounces. But again, just to reiterate, no such thing as a guarantee in the market. So the key level of support going into next week, right there at $2, and we'll call it 85 cents. That's essentially where the price bottomed out today. And every single time the bears try to press down through it, the bulls just would not allow it to happen. So that'll be an important level of support. If this is the bottom, because obviously if the price does not hold above it and it crashes through it, well then by default, no, this was not any sort of, price action forming a bottom and stabilizing. On the flip side of things though, the bulls also need to show some signs of strength in regards to breaking through areas of resistance. And as it stands right now, that key level of resistance right there at, we'll call it the $3.10 mark. I realize that's really hard to see, but that's just kind of the nature of the beast given. There we go. We can make it a little bit easier to see there. So there we go. That makes it a bit easier. So key level of support, 285. Key level of resistance right there around actually now that I look at it, more so the 305 mark. So 305 key level of resistance and then 285 key level of support. Very, very interesting setup. If you're one of those people that likes to, do the risk versus reward type setups, then this is definitely one that is worth keeping an eye on. So we'll see what happens with it. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.